All right. Hello. Oh, I see this. I see a bunch of love trainers piling in here. Gosh, there is Justine. Happy Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you are. Oh my gosh, is this a loaded? This we've got the Schumann, we've got activations. We're gonna align with the golden current. You name it, we're doing it. Welcome to May, where we're all being shoved through that glorious golden door. Yes, there was a timeline jump, all kinds of stuff. Let me peek and see. I'm going to spy here, and then I'm going to introduce my fabulous guest today, a soul sister who we both climbed a wet hill with cement boots on, it feels like, together. And yet here we are now with a true thing that fell into place without either one of us trying. So I'm happy to share that with all of you. I see Georgia, I see Chris, hello, hey, Care. Hi, Donna. All right, Donna is here on her lunch break. Awesome. Well, we're gonna give you some goodies during lunch here. Steven's here. Hi, Steven. Hi, Christy. Let's see. Linda is here. Elisa's here. Carolyn, Jen. Hey, Jen. Boom. This is going through so fast. I can't even keep track of you guys. We have Helene from Finland. Cheryl is here. Annie. Awesome. Awesome. Annie said, "What's for lunch?" Don't make us all hungry. If you say pizza, I might have a little like moment. Robin is here. Hi, Robin. Annie, Christina, Sean. Sean is here from Montana. How cool. Judy in Illinois, Leah in Long Beach. Awesome. That has a ring to it. Leah in Long Beach. Awesome, awesome. And Joy is here from Arkansas. Everyone deserves a little joy. Here we go. All right. So today, before I jump into all this, I do want to introduce my very special guest here, Justine Rodney. So Justine and I literally, I think I told the story in focus group last week, literally met telepathically. Like I heard a thing to reach out to her. She heard a thing to reach out to me. And then right, Justine?
It was bizarre, wasn't it? So wild.
Like absolutely divine. And like I said, we've been through like the probably what I felt like was the most challenging part of the journey, where we felt we weren't making any progress, and then in staying in it together, and just kind of cheering each other on, came to discover that we have so many soul things lined up. We're ascended masters, we're parallels, we're Hadari. Like there's all these soul experiences that we've both had together. And that's why it made so much sense that in the field of consciousness, like it was like, hey, call up your sister. You got work to do together. Right?
Yeah, absolutely wonderful.
And then here we are very recently. Justine reached out to me and was like, I've known about her absolute talent for reading poetry, and she healed herself during her divorce with poetry, and not realizing that that was actually tied to one of her divine gifts. And so it was funny. She reached out to me recently, and here I was looking at these downloads that I've been getting about the golden current, staring at it, going, "Gosh, that looks just like poems." And then she reached out to me and said, "I'm starting a poetry sanctuary." And I was like, "Great, you're going to read all these transmissions I got." So yeah, and we've done a few together just to see. And all I can tell you is you're in for such a treat, because why is this so important? Because abundance, wellness, all of it is a frequency. It's the fifth dimension is an alignment. It's a frequency. And so what you're going to witness and feel today, you will feel it in your body, is what it feels like to align with that frequency. And Justine's gift is the tone. Her tone literally connects you right to your heart center. You will feel your heart expand. And as she's bringing in these activations, you can't help but feel it. And so it's beautiful to bring these in, right? So that we want to get out of the logical. The noodle wants to make so much noodle soup over this. Like, what do you mean there's a golden current, right? It's that mucus guy again, packing his bags and going off with a grouchy attitude. And so this is such a beautiful way to embody the frequency. And I am so excited that I get to, have you guys I'm gonna be a passenger on this one too. I'm so excited. So First, I want to jump in, give you guys a quick update, and then we're going to go right into it. And by the way, today is dedicated to all of you who maybe your job just ended, or maybe you ended it, like I no longer resonate. Or right, or maybe a relationship ended, anything. Anybody who's concerned about how am I going to align with abundance in the fifth dimension? We don't use the words, how am I going to earn income? Because that's a third dimension thing. So how am I going to align with my abundance? And so this addresses, what if I'm not good at, I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I'm smart enough. Oh, look, we're getting a thumbs up. I love it. Right? All of those, the what ifs, right? With all the what ifs, which is all lies. But what this does is we're going to bring those up and then give you, this is how you get into alignment. And it's surgical, it's clear, and it's easy. And don't doubt it just because it's easy, right? Remember, we're off the struggle bus. So that's where we're going today. And I took two, and by the way, these are all part of a whole series that I'm doing on the 17th. There's actually 15 questions that have come through. What I'm doing is, as they're coming through, these potent ones, I'm coming in here to give it to the whole community. Thursday in focus group, I'm going to identify another one. And I really honestly follow the energy. It's what's coming from you guys. And you guys have been sending in these questions and they're fabulous. I also have a secret helper on this one. And let me tell you, their feedback has been absolutely phenomenal. Because you guys know I like to try stuff on myself first. I'm already in alignment, so I can't remember all the stuff I did to get in alignment. But when someone else is trying this for the first time, gives me feedback, I'm able then to guide you guys with like more precision. And so that my secret helper is really tearing it up big time, really giving me absolute nuggets, and it's inspiring more questions to come forward. And so, because it's really about knowing what question to ask, right? When you know what question to ask, now you gain that clarity. So let's talk about what happened. Okay, so the Schumann was down. This was like Sunday. So yesterday, of course, I don't know if it was the integration. We also did we did a quantum healing, and it knocked me out the entire day. Like I woke up at 5 p.m. and it was crazy. It was crazy. Like the clearing stuff, like reactions to foods, like beliefs that we have about foods, what foods do in your body. What else? Oh, the inner child. Stop trying to restore love in broken families. Oh, is that a big one? I mean, just on and on. And when I'm able to digest more of it, I'll share it. But just know that we closed a door. We're in a 5-5 portal today. This is today, by the way, so now they're telling me the codes coming in today are straight from source. So if anybody stuck their face in the sun today, go for it. The codes coming to Earth today, meaning these, there's probably more coming then, are coming straight from source. They want us to remember the truth of who we are. They want us to align and embody. Now, just know that things that are coming up, this is poking the bear, right? So one of the questions that my guides brought up was, what do you fear losing more than anything? What do you fear losing more than anything? When you can come to terms with that and say, I'm going to be okay, even if I let that go, you now have reduced all resistance. That's how you get into your highest timeline alignment, right? Justine and I were talking about this right before we came on. We were like, oh yeah, we did. We had to surrender everything. We were like, yeah, okay. And there's times, believe me, where you go, that too? No, not that too. Not that person, no. And it's like, no, the whole idea is to get your body to come out of resistance with all of it. And so, yeah, think about that as we're going through these today. What do you fear losing more than anything? Because that could be what's tripping you up. Because remember, if you have all pure love, it can't go anywhere. It can't go anywhere. I love my home. I couldn't love it more, right? And whatever it is, Yeah, that's how you stay in alignment. And so, but when you come to the fact and say, what if something better can come into my field? Because remember, this little thing can only make from the history files, limited, 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 lowest common denominator, noodle soup, noodle soup, noodle soup, right? So just go, okay, ooh, what if there's a better one? See? So that's where they want us to go because they're trying to expand us into out of limited thinking into unlimited possibilities exist. All right, so how do you share that? Woo, here we go. All right, so this was all day yesterday, bang, middle of the night. I think this, I don't know if this was the middle of the night, probably was, because the chart was out. No, I don't go there and count the hours, not important to me. I just know we had a timeline jump. I could feel it. I could feel it. But this is when you feel like, you know, so 2 hours went by, but it felt like 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, is it Monday already? I thought it was Friday. You know, all these things, misplacing something, things reappearing. Those are because old timelines collapse. And remember, we have multiple, right? Multidimensional, multiple, there's multiple timelines available at all times. And so it's which one are we aligning to? The ones that we're no longer aligned with are completing and collapsing. So this looks like a narrow one, but I think that my guess is that I think the timeline jump was a lot. It to me it felt a lot bigger than this, and the portal invites it to be big, and I mean big in a good way. This is all good. This means higher levels of consciousness, more healing, all more of the all good. Then you can see these spikes coming in. This was a whopper here. So I pulled this a couple of hours ago. I'm going to quickly show you guys let me go to here and find, I'll show you the shakalakas really quick. Here we go. Boo, boo, boo. Let me see. Okay. So you can see, and here it's a little tougher to see the timeline jump, but you know, there was still some purging going on. And then here we go. These spikes are really release, release, release. So we are now where, what are you choosing? Are you still focusing on stuff that was tripping you up in the third dimension? If you are, then that's what's going to continue to be reflected back to you. And again, what are you ready to let go of the thing you fear losing the most? When you go from there, you're going to integrate a lot easier and quicker. And then take care of the body, take care of the body. I can't even put into human words of what's going on with your body. Just know it's doing miraculous, amazing stuff. And the stuff that is shifting is phenomenal. I noticed this morning, my right eye was focusing almost like, it was weird. It felt like one of those little monoscope, is it? Or whatever you call that thing. It's like a binocular, but one. I forget the name. I know we use them in sailing, but not important to me right now. But you get what I mean? It was focusing super sharp on its own. It was like zooming and panning out. So I thought, here we go, more upgrades. So embrace the upgrades, embrace your body, do what you need to do to get comfortable. And when you are feeling you need rest, by all means take it, because your body is assimilating all of this energy for the first time, these frequencies. Okay, that's what I got to say there. All right, let's see. Let's go for a little ambiance here, shall we? And then we're going to get into this, what we're talking about today. All right, let's see. I see a bunch of you in here. Here we go. So I'm going to jump right in and get into this. So what happened? So I think I'm up to like 14 or 15 questions now. So all 15 are going to be covered in depth in the group Ascension class on May 17th. In the meantime, as stuff comes in that feels good to share with the group, and when I'm guided to, I'm going to be in here, and Justine again she's going to join me next week too. We're going to do this again with the ones that are coming in that feel strong, that can help benefit the whole group. So today we're starting with, this was one of the questions that I don't know if it came from you guys or if it came from the guides, but this one says, I'm afraid to share my gifts. What if they don't like me? What if they don't understand me? Or what if they don't think I'm qualified or good enough? Does this resonate with anybody in the chat? Let me know. Let me know if this is a question that you've had. I'm afraid to share my gifts. What if they don't like me? What if they don't understand me or think I'm not qualified or good enough? Oh, there might be a little delay in the chat. I'm going to give them a second. If not, if everybody's good, that's fantastic. We're still going to read these. Okay. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're getting got some hearts. Okay. I'll take those as yes. Oh, okay. Oh, they're talking about the wind. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to read this. This came from Spirit. There we go. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 So this is really. So here's what you do with this, guys. This isn't to be taken in logically. This is breathing and feeling. Okay. So practice with this breathing and feeling. All right, so this comes from our guides. So, dear ones, this question goes deep within you, and we want to speak directly to the part of you that's trembling with that, what if they don't like me? So, first, breathe. Who does that sound like? First, let's breathe. And now listen gently and clearly. And let me tell you, I love this expression so much, I already made it into a mug. Listen clearly. You are not here to be liked. You're not here to be liked. You are here to be light. Come on. I would drop the mic, but I need it for the rest of this. So, this is so massive. You're not here to be liked, you're here to be light. So, this fear is not about your actual capacity or gifts. It's the voice of an old survival pattern that believes love must be earned through approval and understanding. But approval is not the same as alignment, and understanding is not required for impact. Okay, I'm going to read that one more time. This fear is not about your actual capacity or gifts. It's the voice of an old survival pattern that believes love must be earned through approval and understanding. But approval is not the same as alignment. Remember, it's what are we aligned with? What am I focused on? And understanding is not required for impact. And now I'm going to ground you guys real quickly because Justine is now going to come in with her magic sauce and read this activation for the golden current. So let's all take a nice deep breath in, settle in, drop your shoulders, take a nice breath in, and then exhale down to Gaia's heart. Really good. You guys are so good at this. Inhale, come up to your heart space. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. Nice. One more time. Let's come up to the heart space. Exhale down to Gaia's heart. Really good. And now just come up to your heart space and close your eyes and then receive this beautiful activation from Justine.
The golden current. It flows only to those who stand in truth, who share their gifts, who uplift the whole. It rewards the radiant. It amplifies the authentic. It supports the sacred. You're not meant to be understood by everyone. You're meant to be felt by the right ones. Your gifts are not up for a popularity vote. They're not to test to pass. They are a transmission, and the souls they are meant for will recognize them as such. If you wait for permission, validation, or perfect readiness, you'll stay in the illusion of disconnection. But if you let yourself be seen in your truth, not your performance, that's when the golden current rushes to meet you. That's when the resonance lands. That's when the overflow begins. So here's your mantra. Whisper it if you must. My gifts are not a performance. They are portals, and I open them without apology.
So good. Oh, so powerful. Ah, breathe that one in. Okay, so, oh, wow. Yeah, so good. Yeah, let me know how you guys, how you're feeling these come through. So they're meant to be felt in the body, and just for me, it's the heart space where that comes in. And so guides want to know, what gift would you share today if you already knew you were enough, beloved, and held? So let me know. Robin says vibrate. Yeah, awesome. So powerful. So let me know in the chat, what gift would you share today if you already knew you were enough, beloved, and held? Oh, it's okay. No, you're not lost. I've got you covered. You are not lost. Everything's divine timing. You came in at the perfect time. And by the way, the if the answer is I don't know, we've got you covered. Yes, they brought that in for me, but I just wanted to know if there was anybody, if something is coming, coming forward that you say, all right, healer, Robin, bingo, there we go. Awesome. Heart space for sure. Chills and energy vibrating through my body vibrating. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Healing energy. Oh, see, the healers are really coming out with that one. I love it. So, yeah, awesome. 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 Body's buzzing. Yes. Okay. Care says art. Awesome. I love it. Healing and love. Beautiful. Can you restate the mantra? Sure. Go for it, Justine.
My gifts are not a performance. They are portals, and I open them without apology.
Uh-huh. I love it. Gosh, does that say it all? So, okay, so for those of you who don't know, right, what gift would you share today if you already knew you were enough, beloved, and held? If the answer is I don't know, the guides say that's okay. It's more than okay. Not knowing is not a void, it's the sacred pause before remembrance. So let's not rush to fill the space, let's honor it. You said, I don't know, but the deeper truth might be, I'm afraid to know. Or I used to know and it feels like I lost it. Or maybe even, I know, but I don't trust that it's safe to choose it. So the guides say, we feel the tenderness here, and they've offered a question, not for your mind, but for your body. So really take this in and notice how you feel when we ask these questions, okay? So what part of you is afraid to be seen in truth? Again, these are questions not for your mind, but for your body. So see where you're feeling this in the physical body. That's your messenger. What part of you is afraid to be seen in truth? Where does it live? In other words, what part of your body is it living in? And then what does that part of you need in order to feel safe? Okay, so really, really good questions here to get us to draw our attention again to how do I feel. So then they come in with, you don't have to fix anything. You don't have to force clarity. You are already in the field, and this moment is the remembering. So we're being guided through this entire session is an activation and a guidance, and we're guiding you to that higher alignment. Okay. So think about, let's see. Oh, I love you guys. They're posting the mantra. You guys rock. Okay. So now here they're bringing a message that they want to mirror back. This is they're mirroring back to you from your soul to you. And this is for those of you who still have an I don't know, right? You're in pause. That's fine. Pause is good. And so this is to help you find your yes in that silence. And so Justine is going to share this beautiful message from your soul back to you.
You are standing at the edge of a vast, beautiful frequency that already belongs to you. but your nervous system still remembers the days when being too visible meant danger. Too much attention, too many projections, too many times your magic was met with misunderstanding. So now, even though your soul is ready, your body is saying, wait, will it be safe this time? Let's answer your body together. Yes, love. It's safe now. It's not the same timeline. It's not the same audience. You are not the same version of you. You've outgrown the need to be digestible. You are here to be devotional. Here's what we mirror back to you in this moment. You are not confused. You are being recalibrated. You are not lost. You are being unhooked from the old survival scripts. You are not behind. You are right on time with your soul's unfolding. And your gifts, they were never meant to be enough for everyone. They are more than enough for your people. They will fill you, not because you are polished, but because you're pure in your presence.
Ooh, take that in. I know this one very well because it's exactly how when my guides brought me here to, start a global, you're going to start a global YouTube channel. What? Right? I remember Justine and I was like, oh, okay, how's it global? There's nobody there right now. But they said, here's what they told me the key thing is. You don't have to worry about being judged or criticized. You you are a you're broadcasting your frequency, and there are already other souls looking to connect with that frequency. And one of those, the key line that jumps out for me in this one is, you're right on time, right? No one's behind, and your gifts were never meant to be enough for everyone. They are more than enough for your people. See, just like you're my people, you found the love train energetically. You all have your own love train within you that's a frequency that they are ready to come in to your field. Some of them may be here in this community, and some of them, many of them, are likely not, because you've already mastered something. Your soul already mastered multiple gifts, and that's why you chose to come in and share them during the Great Awakening. So, yeah, Cheryl says chest feels tight. Yeah, that's that, that's that old dense energy coming out. So breathe it out with inhale and expand your light, exhale, let it go. So it's so great. It's, right. It doesn't, you weren't here to be enough for everyone. And again, that the golden phrase, you're not here to be liked, you're here to be light, and just be your light. And so, yeah, it's such a great, it really shifts your perspective, right? Knowing that all I need to do is broadcast. Think of yourself as a radio station. All I have to do is broadcast. People who don't like this kind of music aren't even going to tune in, and it is absolutely true. People who don't find my message interesting move right along, which is fine. I'm not here trying to get the most likes or shares or followers either. I'm here to keep the love train expanding authentically, and this is 100% organically grown. I have never had to market or promote this channel, and look at the depth and authenticity we have. It just absolutely is beyond my wildest dreams, how beautifully and authentically this has come together. And it's a perfect example of exactly what they're saying here. So let's see. So we have another question from our guides. If your fear wasn't leading the way, what would you let yourself create, share, or say just for, well, they said just for the joy of it, but I'm gonna, I'm coming in with, if your fear wasn't leading the way, what would you let yourself create, share, or say just for the fun of it, right? Uh, think about that. That's a really good one to ponder. You don't, this one you may not know right away, but let that, right? If fear wasn't leading the way, what would I let myself create, share, or say just for the fun of it? Here we go. And so while you're, pondering that, this is a absolutely beautiful. So this activation is meant to help you remember your truth, right? That you are source focused into a body here. And this is a absolutely beautiful, profound activation. And I'm going to hand it over to Justine and really breathe this in, feel the frequency that she's delivering in this important message for all of us.
This is a threshold of resonant remembrance, the sacred edge where your old identity or protection dissolves, and your true frequency begins to hum louder than ever than you fear. It is not a breakdown. It is not confusion. It is initiation. You are not just afraid of being rejected, you are grieving the version of you who stayed hidden to stay safe. Let it be honored. She served you well, but now her role is complete. You don't owe her your silence anymore. This threshold is holy. You are not supposed to sprint across it. You're meant to shed at it. Shed the stories. Shed the shame. Shed the not enough. And then, in your own divine timing, you will step forward, not because you're fearless, but because you finally faithful to your resonance. Let this be the name etched in the ether of your becoming. I am the one who crossed the threshold and remembered.
Wow. There you go. There's your truth right there. I am the one who crossed the threshold and remembered. And so they brought in this one. I got light codes here. So these are the light code for this threshold of resonant remembrance is 824-119-337. And they even broke it down. This is the first time I've ever seen. I had my guides. Again, I told you sometimes we get a light code and you get the essence of it. They actually went and broke this down. So the first part, 824, stands for soul-led embodiment and choosing presence over protection, right? Choosing to be here now, right? What am I thinking? Being the observer, choosing presence over protection. Protection's the noodle, right? If you're going into logic and figuring out, that's protection, the old protection, third dimension, right? So 824 is connecting you to soul-led embodiment. 119 is the frequency of trust. And this is letting resonance lead without external proof, right? The frequency of trust. This is huge for all of us, right? Because as soon as we desire proof, where are you? You're back in the noodle. Trusting your gift, trusting your truth. The frequency of trust is 119. And then the last three digits, 337, is what we've done this weekend in a big way. And I think probably today, even in a more powerful way, judging what's going on with the energy. 337 is sacred emergence. And this is the encoded remembrance of your enoughness. So 824-119-337, let it be your breath, let it be your whisper, let it be your key. And they say you can write it on your skin, speak it aloud, place it under your pillow, and meditate with it. So at your solar plexus and the heart, so simultaneously holding the heart space and the solar plexus. And right now they have a mantra. And so I'm going to have Justine read this mantra because it's so beautiful. And I want everybody to take a nice deep breath in, let go of anything that might have bounced around your head in the past couple minutes. Exhale. And then go ahead and place one hand over your solar plexus and one over your heart. And then receive this beautiful mantra that Justine's going to share.
I walk the threshold. I shed what is not mine. I remember who I am. I speak, I share, I shine. Not to be seen, but to be true. Your light is not fragile. It is encoded, infinite, and it just got brighter.
I love that. I love that. Your light's not fragile, it's encoded and infinite, and it just got brighter. And you guys have no idea in how many ways. It got brighter in all multidimensional parts of you. Let's see hang on, someone has a question about what numbers. Oh, the numbers. Yeah. So the numbers, this is actually the light code that ties together the threshold of resonant remembrance that Justine read, which is an activation. So it's 824 119 337. 824 stands for your soul-led embodiment, choosing presence over protection. 119 is the frequency of trust, and that means letting resonance lead without external proof. Another way of putting this is, for Justine and I follow this as Ascended Masters, follow the energy, let the light guide the way, and the next perfect step will come. Another way of saying that. And then the last three digits, 337, sacred emergence. And this is the encoded remembrance of your enoughness. Yep, there you go. Awesome. Oh, I love it. Felt the heat and the light in the last one. Oh, awesome. So good. So good. Okay, let's see. We're going to the second question, and we'll have more dialogue around this. I want to make sure we get through these so you guys can receive these beautiful activations. Okay, this one is again, we're going deeper. They get really surgical. They're going with, it feels like really a general fear, right? General fears among the collective. And then now they're going right into, like, they know the doubts that us humans had. So this question is, can I really receive, right? In other words, can I really receive my abundance without proving, pushing, and performing? Yeah. This is like, can I really cut loose this stink ass struggle bus that I don't want to get on anymore? So that's, of course, my guides didn't come up with stink ass struggle bus, as you can imagine. But that's how I interpret it, right? Because man, are we done with that struggle bus. So from spirit, they speak directly, and this is us speaking directly to your soul. They say, yes, you can. Not only can you receive without proving, pushing, or performing, it is the only way you were ever meant to receive. Okay? That other way, the constant doing, striving, contorting yourself to meet invisible metrics of enoughness, was never divine. It was taught to you by systems that forgot your sacredness, systems that wanted your productivity, not your power. Okay? And here's where they come in. I love this. You, beloveds, are not a cog. You're a current. You are the field, and in the field of the golden current. Support here is not earned, it is inherent, and worthiness is not up for debate. Okay? Not up for debate. So receiving from truth doesn't mean doing nothing. It means being fully aligned. And I know you guys have heard me say this ad nauseum. Alignment. Are you in alignment? What are you focusing on? Whatever you're focusing on is going to tell you where you're aligned. If you're watching the news, you're having sleepy time tea and you're in the third dimension temporarily until you go, wait a minute, this makes me feel like poo. If it makes you feel like poo, it ain't true. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm a creator. What do I want to create in this now moment? See? And this, I'm making examples because this is what happens. We aren't here to fix a broken world. We're here to create the new. And all, by the way, everything I'm sharing here is guiding you in the fifth dimension. So notice there's not a lot of third dimension material coming in here because this is truly, we're stepping into the energy. This is those of you who are choosing, absolutely choosing, I know this is what I want, right? And it's okay if you're not ready to choose yet. By the way, there's never any judgment or criticism, but it's recognizing, where am I? Notice where you're at in this. Am I really truly focusing forward and creating? And again, there is never, guides never judge, spirit never judges, angels never judge. We have free will. And so, but it's always good to know where I'm at, right? That's the consciousness, being aware of where I'm at. Where am I? Am I between the two? Do I swing back and forth? Oh, a little bit. Now I'm a little more in the fifth dimension, which I know is many of you. And don't judge where you're at. You can't mess this up. All of these, especially when we do these beautiful love container activations like this, everybody receives, and everybody's consciousness gets a nice shove forward in the right direction. Okay, so again, they say support isn't earned, it's inherent, and your worthiness is not up for debate. So yeah, that includes, my mom didn't love me. Join the club, but mine was also asleep, sleepy time tea. You got to forgive them for their unconsciousness, forgive them for the mistaken perception, because you came here to create, not to worry if somebody on sleepy time tea told you were good enough. Really, it's that time to really jump in here and focus forward. So receiving from truth does not mean doing nothing. It means being fully aligned, right? It means letting your resonance speak louder than your resume. Let's repeat that one. It means letting your resonance speak louder than your resume. It means trusting that your essence is enough, not as a concept, but as cosmic law. This is not a concept. This is cosmic law. It cannot fail. Let's see. So here we go. Let's soften the edges of this old survival programming for a moment. Okay, so they're inviting us to feel this. So for those of you who need to, take a nice deep breath in. Let go of any resistance that's been bubbling up, because we're poking the bear here. Okay. And this is going to help soften the edges of the old programming. You are not behind. You are not asking for too much. You are not lazy for longing to rest. You are remembering. And what you're remembering is this. 1, you receive because you exist in harmony. You are magnetic in your being, not your proving. And the current of truth will carry you when you trust it. Okay? I'm going to read those again. This is, you receive because you exist in harmony. You are magnetic in your being, not your proving. And the current of truth will carry you when you trust it. And they've got a beautiful mantra that I'm going to hand over to Justine. And just really, again, slow your breath down. These are beautiful frequencies she's delivering here, and just allow yourself to receive this.
I am safe to receive without performance. I am supported because I exist. I allow truth to flow toward me now.
And now just stay in your heart space, and Justine's going to share an activation.
I receive because I exist. Close your eyes, hand on heart. Let the noise fall away. I release the myth of proving. I soften the armor of performance. I breathe out every belief that made me chase. I am no longer available for struggle as sacrifice. Breathe in. Let golden light fill your body. I remember. I am the field. I am the current. I am the vessel of enough. No more pushing. No more pretending. No more performing for crumbs when your soul is made of stars. I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to be radiant. I am allowed to receive. Right here, right now, as I am. The golden current flows to me because I am aligned. I receive because I exist. I receive because I exist. I receive because I exist. Let it echo. Let it hum. Let it anchor. When you're ready, open your eyes, look around, and see the world not as something to conquer, but something already conspiring to support you.
Wow. Thank you, Justine. So beautiful. So, and for those of you who are wondering, yes, we are going to, Justine's going to be recording these. So we will have these literally as they're coming in. I was feeding them to her and going, we're going to read these on Monday. So we will be, and again, all of these components, there's more. This is 2 out of 15 that I'm going to be reviewing in depth on May 17th. And so this is all the guidance that we've all been waiting for, right? What does it look like? What does how am I creating my life? How are things coming to me in the 5th dimension? Let me see. So Roger, one needs to do nothing except stay in alignment. Well, step 1 is to be in alignment. Step 1 is to be in alignment. By being in alignment am I being present, and am I following joy? This is that, what do I want to do, not what do I should do. What do I should do, right? I have to, I should. 3rd dimension. What do I want to do? When we're in our heart space, this is what we call following the energy. What's my energy? Oh, I'm inspired right now to, whatever it is, to go play tennis. And I'm going to go do it right now because I'm inspired in the now moment. And when I'm inspired from my heart space in the now moment, my guides and angels now are setting up all components I need to do my next step. But if I don't take that step from my heart in the now moment and go into my head and go, well, I don't know, I should do this. And how is going to the tennis court going to make me any money? 3rd dimension, you're back. So it's following the energy means, what do I want to do? What's in my heart now? And this is where, connecting, doing those activities, wouldn't it be fun too? And really what happens is your guides then they got to sneak it in on us, guys, because the noodle tries to interfere in every which way that it can. And so, and it doesn't mean that you don't do things all day, but it can mean in some cases, yeah, what do you want to do right now? Nothing. There's so much power in that. We were trained to be these gerbils on steroids with no, get on a gerbil, we'll get on. And then so now for some of us, it's a practice. For me, it was a huge thing to say, okay, today I don't want to do anything and I'm not going to do anything. And right, Justine, and giving yourself permission. And I know for Justine, right, this is probably a challenge. She's a lawyer. And then, but you know what? I'm going to follow my spiritual path.
Yeah.
So she
Yeah.
totally understands this one,
Mhm.
right? And, she, got an education and was practicing a very strict, regimented professional career. And so talk about taking the leap with faith, right?
Mhm.
Um, but it's, think of it as those baby, it's really moment by moment. We're not planning anything out. She and I did not have this concocted a week ago. I was getting stuff, she was getting stuff at the same time. We happened to touch base with each other, and I was like, fantastic. And see, so
Yeah.
the pieces really do come to you. And all I can tell you is, when they fit. And we don't have to get all out of alignment and get all freaked out and go, oh, I didn't do it when I was feeling it. Because that's okay. Then you just realign. And so energetic alignment means, what am I focused on? Am I observing my thoughts? Okay, is stuff coming up to heal? Am I getting all frustrating, saying, oh, not that thought again? Or don't get frustrated with it. Go, okay, this is coming forward because it's healing. You do not, by the way, don't look for a stop line of all your healing being completed. You do not need all of let that go. It's being taken care of. It's being, your healing happens with your guides, your angels, and your consciousness. And your human can assist in this by being less resistant, but that does not prevent you from creating. It does not prevent. So don't say, oh, but I'm still healing from this, so therefore I'm not going to create. Because when you're not present, you're creating too. You're creating from the default, from fear. So you're likely recreating something that you don't want to recreate anymore. So it's, where's my focus? And this is that practice. Am I in alignment right now? It's easy. Am I constricting right now? Or does this make me feel expansive? Does this thing that I'm focusing on make me feel like poo? Or, oh, this feels light. This feels free. And yes, free, practice, practice choosing you. You must put yourself first. You, in the fifth dimension, you must put yourself first. Because anything else, what you're doing is thinking that somebody, another divine soul is lesser, or they need you to save them, or so you're not seeing them in their divinity either. So you have to see all as divine human, regardless of their level of consciousness. All are divine humans, period, no exceptions. When you accept that and know that in the fifth dimension, where everybody's in pure love and light, there's not anybody judging you, because they love themselves enough, and they're not trained to be better than. There's no hierarchy whatsoever. There's no ahead, there's no behind, there's alignment. There's alignment and creation, and that's it. And really unfolding, watching all of the unfolding and witnessing your own gifts. Justine has been attracted to poetry her whole life. Her whole life, she was inspired by it. And you can hear when she delivers it that there's a beautiful frequency in there that gets delivered. And yet she had to leap and go, okay, I don't know how this gift is going to manifest,
Mhm.
but I do know I have to express it. Like, for her, it's absolute. She knows, I have to express it. This is what I do. And that's where she's going to be next week. And we'll give you some more information. She's having a poetry sanctuary. She healed herself with poetry, and she's now showing people. And so these are the type of gifts that each of you has in you already. That in the third dimension, right, somebody would judge and go, what do you mean, what do you mean, there's frequency in poetry? Yeah, it's got just there's healing qualities in here, there's activations in here. And so her frequency is one that elevates consciousness. Her frequency elevates consciousness. And she now knows that, and is like, okay, I got to start broadcasting. It's time for me to start broadcasting. And each of you has that, okay, it's just time for me to start broadcasting. And no, remember, you're not here to please everybody. Your people are already seeking your frequency. They're already seeking it. So it's very cool. Let's see. Oh, I love it. Robin says that transcended my body into bliss. Beautiful, Robin. Yeah. These just, there's a healing. Yeah. So, someone said, Justine, what a beautiful gift you have to touch the soul with your words.
Mhm.
Well, So
Yeah.
well said. So
Yeah.
well said. Leanna, forehead tingling and I became emotional. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, isn't this cool? Like, this is truly how we align. And it's when don't worry about the focus isn't on how do I monetize it.
Mm.
Because remember, the golden current is something you align with and it brings to you and it brings things to you in ways you can't imagine. And right now we're in this massive transformation where there's like wealth being restored and all that. It's none of our business how.
Mm.
None of your energetic business how. Your energetic business is where am I aligned? Where am I aligned? So, Janice, that is how I live. So what do you, Janice, give me more detail. You said the magic stopped. So magic doesn't ever stop. It's always here. It's that, but when we're in any kind of a fear that what do they call it? Divert. We divert the current. We divert the current. So the magic has never left us. And then now we're remembering that. And we're also remembering how to connect and stay, and not just to stay connected, but be anchored. Um, let's see, anything. Yeah, it's really, it's trusting, really beginning to stepping in and trusting your powers. Um, and again, there's 15 questions that have come forth already. I'm hoping I've requested a pause. Because I've gone through like 3 notebooks and 7 pens in the last 5 days. I feel like a court transcriber without the machine, but with the pens. And so, and also, right, I'm wanting to embody these. Again, I am in alignment. I know how to feel for the alignment. And so this is where my secret helper that is really coming up with the feedback to help me to guide you guys, because you're in similar situations. Can trauma, so nothing, Andrea, great question. Can trauma block the current? The trauma blocks your presence. Not, it doesn't block, it keeps you from being present. So the trauma, what healing needs to happen, what forgiveness? Trauma always begs for forgiveness. Hit me up for the forgiveness template. I've got it. I just updated it and I got really good details in there. Because when you have to come into acceptance and know that that served you, your soul chose to have that experience because it's to push you forward in your spiritual awakening and to give you more clarity about what you want. And then when you're healing it, you heal it throughout all incarnations, and all perpetrators too, their souls are present. So it's a ripple effect that happens when you choose to heal yourself. Okay. But you can absolutely, even if you just experienced a trauma, there's nothing keeping you from alignment. It's a choice. I'm going to be present. I'm going to go into my heart. I'm going to slow down my breath. This does not define me. This does not define me. It's an old energy. So I'm going to step into what do I want to create in this now moment. Okay. So I hope that helps. But yeah, if you're still holding on to a trauma, for the forgiveness is key. And in my forgiveness process, the way I was taught, and I was taught this through it's a process that through A Course in Miracles, um, is it's you validate your feelings. So it's not, okay, I forgive you because you did A, B, C, and D to me and it sucked. No, it's okay, you made me feel mad, you made me feel hurt, you took away my power, all of these, you get that out. You express that 100%. My feelings are valid. However, my soul, from my soul's point of view, I can forgive you for your mistaken perception, which is essentially, I forgive you for your unconsciousness. And I forgive myself for my own unconsciousness. And now I'm ready to let it go. And that's the process for that. So it's I like it because you feel I don't know, it's an empowering way of forgiving. It doesn't feel like okay, I'm sweeping the whole thing under the rug, because you're not. You're actually, and in many cases I find that in private sessions when someone lets something go like that, it is a massive relief. It's a massive relief because many times, many trauma victims were not permitted to even express themselves, right? Stop crying, those are crocodile tears, or, right, I don't want to hear it, right? Be seen and not heard. And so that lack of being able to feel that emotion and allow it to come out is what created all these scared parts that are now coming in and recognizing, wait a minute, we are source, we are power, we're free. And so that's the remembrance that we're all going through. Um, let's see. Uh, stuff people want me to. Oh, I know. Janice, no, do me a favor, girl. Email me that because I'm not quite catching the whole thing, but email it because I want to see if we can support you with that. Goodness. Oh, an hour went by so fast, right? Here we go. Maybe we're jumping timelines again. Who doesn't love a good timeline jump, right? We all do. So we're especially because we can only jump forward. There's no backwards. Awesome. Oh, Shargate, golden finches just landed on the bird feeders. Oh, how, there you go. Talk about confirmation. I love that. Oh, I love it. Dolly says she keeps hearing, do you believe in magic? 100%. 100%. Magic and miracles are normal in the fifth dimension, right? We learned falsely that they weren't, or that a miracle is something that happens to one in every million. Magic and miracles are common. Everything happens in the quantum field. There's no timeline. There's no linear time. So yes, when you're in alignment, all magic and miracles, that is how they come together. It's quite literally how it happens. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for playing and coming in here with, letting us know how you feel. And Justine, oh my gosh, like how excited are we to get to share our gifts together simultaneously and in this beautiful container with this amazing community. I thank you. I love you so much. I absolutely couldn't have picked a better partner to slide up a wet hill with cement boots on, and now we're at the top, really, really
Absolutely.
seeing joy, right?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. It's been wonderful to be part of this community.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. All right. This will stay up here, so you'll be able to come back in and re-listen. And again, yes, I know, because we knew as soon as we were going to do this that you guys were going to want these activations. Once we start to get them recorded, the ones that had light codes that came with them, we'll put the light code in there too, and maybe it'll be in the video itself. So we got you covered. I love you guys so much. And you'll see me when the energy calls, which I have a feeling it's going to be within the next day or so. So thank you, Justine.